everybody, welcome to WIP and Chat number 4. Cannot believe it's been 4 weeks since I have started these, but yeah, let's hop into it. I wanted to start really quick with a view of where I'm at with this Hogwarts painting. It's really beautiful. It's very stunning. I'm not making a ton of progress on it, but it is really sparkly and really pretty. I'm really loving it. This washi tape line here marks halfway on the canvas. I have one more section of the top here to do, and that will be the halfway point. I actually hung, I just wanted to show you guys this. I hung this cute little guy up today. And this is just a little thing I got from the Dollar Tree. And I've been putting all my cover minders on it. So yeah, that's really cute. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to start to show you guys this so you could know what I was working on. Yeah, so I have a lot more to go. Here's the rest of it. Yeah, so I'm going to be working on this section, and I'll be turning the painting sideways and then, zooming in a little closer down here. So let's get started, shall we? All right, y'all, now that I got you nice and zoomed in, I'll just go ahead and explain a couple of things I'm using today. I have my 2 new absolute favorite pens from ButterflyEffectWares. Yeah, this one is it's so cute. It's the Rainbow Mini. And then this one was my mystery pen, and it is called Cherry Blossom. But to me, it's very much cotton candy. That's what that looks like to me. So I need to change my wax here in my multi-placers. So I'm gonna be trying to do that here real quick. And then if you see me use this pen, this is from Drill Pen Frenzy. And I have just a straightener on here just because I'm trying to work on pushing some of these drills a little closer together, because this drill field on this canvas is super tight. I got this from Bella Art de Nicole along with the trays I'll be using today. So this is the small tray. I prefer this size, but I use these large trays when I'm working with the black in this kit, because it's a ton of multi-placing. But I also have some really pretty glitter washi tape that I am going to be using just to tape off this side of my canvas here today. So I figured I'd just do that while I'm talking to you guys. So I am starting a new section here. This is my section with some flowers, but I usually kind of just tape in sections as I go around my outside edge of my canvas, just because, I don't know, it's how I've always liked to just kind of do it that way, like in sections, because doing the whole thing at once overwhelms me. And then it gets like really crooked too, and I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I don't know, I just don't like it when it gets too crooked. So I was like, let me just tape it off here. But yeah, this is one of the things I use my little craft knife for, and just give that a nice cut. And of course, this tape is weird. Like, it's not like regular washi tape. It's kind of thicker because it's got that layer of glitter on it. But I got this at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, but it's really pretty. I like the way it goes with this canvas. So that's what I've been using. But yeah, here's the whole picture in case you wanted to see that again. This is a 56 by 66. It's a little smaller than the 56 by 70, which is nice. It does feel like it's kind of coming together a little bit faster than my last kit, but also a little bit slower because I just have not had the time this month to dedicate to it, which is making me a little sad. Like, I was really hoping that I was gonna get more done by this point, but Anyway, so this little guy here though is it is magnetic, and it's a trash drill, so a trash drill holder. So anytime you see me like reaching up for that, it's because I have a trash drill. So I might zoom you guys out just a little bit more. There we go. I think that's a good view. Oh, I just kicked you. But yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling all kind of way. It is Monday afternoon. I'm gonna, let me go back to, so I'm not gonna make the same mistake that I made before and set anything stupid on here. Let me cover this until I'm absolutely about to put down some drills. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through and just clean out these pens and put some new wax in my multi-placer because it needs it. I actually just stole this multi-placer off another pen because it's kind of starting to wear a little bit. You can sort of see it, but it's not quite there yet where I need to get a new one. But I really like to use this pink wax in my multi-placer. I actually did an unboxing today, and one of those things that I unboxed, I bought the glue dot lines, but I'm just not ready to try them yet. Like not in the middle of a WIP and Chat. Like I feel like I'm gonna get too frustrated with that. So I was like, no, I just need to wait, and I'll do it. Like I'll do it when I'm just working on my own and I can experiment with it a little more. I don't know. But, cause I don't know how it's going to go. Like I've only heard of like one person that's done it. So I don't really know if it works well or not. I like them so much for my single placers that I was like, let me use these in my multi-placer too and see if it works. But I have no idea if it's actually gonna work. Get all my trash up here. But anyway, how are you guys doing? It has been about a week since we talked. I think the last time I filmed was a Tuesday. And I am finding, like I said, that Mondays or Tuesdays are the best days for me to film WIP and Chats. And, I don't know if that's going to remain consistent. I'm hoping so. Just in light of my schedule changing or whatever, like I want to try to keep it as flexible as I can. Yeah, so I'm taking my glue dots actually out of my pens here because I'm finding that they're not picking up as much lately. So I was like, let me maybe put in some new glue dots. And this will actually be helpful because I'm sending one of my friends some glue dots and I wanted to show her how to put them in anyway, because she's going to be like, what the heck are these? And what do you want me to do with them? So for each single placer I'm using, I actually use 1.5 of them, because I am anal. So I'm actually just gonna cut one of them completely in half. Come on. And they're like super sticky, so I'm gonna join that half with this one, and this half that's stuck to my finger with the other one. But yeah. Just using my craft knife to stick these in. Normally I'd use my tweezers, but it was stuck to my craft knife. And you just shove them in the multi-placer. That's all you do. Or the single placer, excuse me. So I'm using my tweezers just to kind of poke them in. And then you want to kind of get some of the sticky off of there by rubbing it on your shirt a little bit. So I usually just rub it on whatever I'm wearing so it's not super duper sticky. And then same thing for this one. I'm just pushing it in there and then rubbing it on my shirt. Anyway, hopefully we don't get too sticky with our drills today. I won't do any ABs to start. anyway, that's all my preparation. I probably should have done that before I got on camera, but you know, most of us are diamond painters, I'm assuming, watching this, so you're used to it, right? But I am, this, for some reason, this tray, like, these blacks do not want to line up. Like, it doesn't matter what tray I use, they don't want to line up, but oh well. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't know if you can see how wonky these look, but they're driving me crazy. So I'm just gonna kind of push them a little because they're kind of way over into the black that I'm about to start. But I do have some wavy lines going on over here, but it's not too bad. But this drill field on this canvas is so tight. Anyway, so where were we, you guys? So last week I was kind of mentioning that David was was busy with work, but what I didn't mention is that he's actually on a business trip. Because I was just like, you know what? Nobody really needs to know all that information while it's happening. Because I was like, I don't know, like nobody needs to know that I'm alone right now, you know? So I didn't quite share that, but yeah, so he was gone on a business trip last week, and you know, whenever he's gone, like this makes me feel like guilty to say, but like whenever he's gone, sometimes I feel like, oh man, I'm like gonna get so much more done because I'm not completely obligated to like hang out all the time and whatever. But you know what? That is not the case. I didn't get anywhere near the amount of stuff done last week that I thought I was gonna get done. And then, you know, I've been telling you guys for weeks now that I have all these ideas for these things that I want to film, but they're just not, like, they're not coming out the way that I want them to, and so that's a bummer. And I have, like, I cannot tell you how many times I have tried to film this like beginner videos that I had, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'm just gonna put them up and live and learn, and then if I want to change them later, I can always re-record stuff later and add more to it. Like, it's not the end of the world if what I put up there isn't my favorite thing ever. I don't know. So I keep kicking this thing. I'll have to explain that later. But yeah, like, I don't know. Like I said, I just thought I was gonna get so much stuff done this week, and then I did not get anything done this week. Yeah, and then, you know, whenever he's here, he holds me accountable for like. So you guys, I was literally just talking to you for, I don't know, probably 10 more minutes, maybe. I don't know, maybe not that long. I don't know, however long it took me to get from wherever I was to here. And I realized that my camera was not recording anymore. And I don't know why. Usually it'll stop recording and say I don't have space if that's the case. But it didn't do that. And I checked my space and I have plenty. So I'm very confused. I don't know what happened. And I have no idea where I was. But I'm going to do the best I can to get back to where I was. But I think I was saying whenever David is here, he holds me accountable for sleeping, and then when he's not here, I'm terrible because, you know, when the cat's away, the mice will play, is what I was saying. And yeah, I just don't sleep like I'm supposed to. So I was really tired last week, and like, I know I always say I'm tired, but that was like true tired last week. But I'm much better. Like, we had a very restful weekend and everything was good there. Yeah, I gotta go back and rewatch this and see where I was. Alrighty, good times. I went back and I watched this to see where I was, and I'm telling you, I had said a lot before that did not get into that video. So I'm just gonna kind of start back over. But I was saying we had a restful weekend, but during the week, I was by myself, so I got to like make some food that I typically would eat that David doesn't. So that was kind of fun. I had this random idea to make like a vegetable chicken pasta, and it was really just like something I put together on my own. I had some roasted vegetables, like it was like broccoli, onion, pepper. I'm like, what else was in there? Zucchini and squash. And so I had all these roasted veggies. I mean, it was like a pre-made mix that I got at Costco, and they're really delicious. So I just like cooked those up, and then I added those to some rotini pasta, and I made this like grilled chicken. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And like, I mean, half a pound of pasta plus all the veggies and the chicken, it fed me like all week. So I was able to, to really, like I said, just like make and have something that I really wanted, because David's not like a huge pasta fan. So that was cool, and that was kind of nice to have something that he, doesn't quite care for. But on Tuesdays, when I like made that grilled chicken, and I had made it, during the day, while I was working, because, I get to take a 1 hour lunch break. So I was like, let me go ahead and grill up this chicken and, let me grill this chicken and make that pasta. So I'm all set, for lunches and stuff. So I was able to bring that to lunch every day. So that was really nice. And it was really tasty. I added all kinds of, seasonings. I added some olive oil and cheese and what do you call it? Seasonings, like herbs and yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was really delicious. I was having a grand old time with it, and just, really enjoyed it. Anyway, so on Tuesday when I was grilling though, y'all, the heat index was over 100 degrees. It was so hot. We got a huge heat wave here in Chicago last week. And I mean, across the country, we got a heat wave last week, but yeah, it was really bad. And like, whenever it's like that, I don't know about you guys, but I always feel like it's so hot. It's just miserable. And, I am an indoor cat, you guys. Like, air conditioning is my friend. I do not like the heat. So just in it, like, it feels so heavy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, the air feels so heavy to me. I just can't tolerate it. I don't know. I hate it so much. There's a reason I moved away from South Carolina, and it was to get away from heat like that. And here I am, and I'm in it again, and I'm standing over a hot grill. I was like, what was I thinking? But I had to do it because I wanted to have, my lunches and stuff for the rest of the week. Anyway, so I did my grilling, and then I was going to just go take a quick shower. I was like, hold up. Like, I ate my food, and I got everything put away, and I had cooled down because I was inside in the AC, and I decided to take out the trash really quickly, because I was like, let me go ahead and take out this trash so I don't have to worry about that, after I shower. Y'all, by the time, our trash is not far. It's just a hop, skip, and a step, from the backyard out the fence to throw it in the, in the dumpsters in the alley. And, y'all, I was sweating. I was sweating just from that action. It was that hot out. But, it's like, come back in and take a cold shower. Like, I can't handle it. I very much I actually really love the winter weather. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that food, even though it was really, really delicious, I am not the type of person who can eat the same thing every day. Are you guys the type of people who can eat the same thing every day? Because I cannot. I can't eat the same thing every day, no matter how much I love it. Like, no matter, nope. I get so bored of things so quickly. And so, by Thursday, I was like, okay, this pasta is delicious, but I cannot eat like a fourth meal in a row of this. So I ended up having the rest of it this weekend. But on Thursday, we just got a new Taco Bell that opened up near us. And let me tell you, that Taco Bell. I hadn't had Taco Bell in a long time, and it was so good. Everybody's been saying to try the Mexican pizza, but I didn't get that. I was just like, it's the same ingredients. Like, why is it good? I don't understand. If you're a fan of the Mexican pizza, you'll have to clue me in on that, and let me know if it's really that good, or if it's, or if you've had it. If you're not a fan, is it overrated? Like, I need to know. Yeah, but that was another thing that, like, David's not a huge fan of Taco Bell, which, like, I know, right? So it was kind of nice to just, like, have some things that I wouldn't normally have if he were here. I have to take sips of my drink once in a while. It's your reminder, stay hydrated, especially with the heat. But yeah, so we only had that heat, though, like I said, for the week, and then it calmed down. But anyway, I guess going back to that, like, whole I can't eat the same thing every day. What the heck do you guys bring when you have to, like, take your lunch at work? I don't know what to bring. Like, I don't have ideas. And, like, I don't want to go out to eat all the time because that's really expensive and it's horrible for you, So it's like, I don't want to do that all the time, but it's like, I am out of ideas here. But it also takes too much time. Like, we get an hour that we're able to take for our lunch, but I don't like to take that hour if I don't have to. Like, if I can take a half hour and then leave work half hour earlier, I would much rather do that than, like, take a whole hour for lunch because I, went out to eat. So I don't know. Where was I going with that? I don't know. Oh, I can tell you this really great story. I can tell you this really great story about this lady that I work with. I'm like, I don't want to say her real name. Let's call her Lucy, okay? We're going to call her Lucy. So Lucy is a customer service rep. And just to give you some background, like, what I do is I'm in supply chain. So I work, basically, like, my role is production planning. So I take customer demand and forecasts, and I decide how much of everything we're going to run. Like, I mean, my job is more complicated than that, but that's it in a nutshell. So I just decide how much production we're going to run, when we're going to run it, and how it has to run on the lines, etc. So we have customer service people who, manage our customers. And if something isn't going to, be in on time, the customer service people will contact us and ask us, a lot of times why, even though we provide a report every single week that tells them exactly why. But I digress. So there's a particular customer service person named Lucy, that I'm calling her Lucy, even though that's not her name, for, protection purposes. Like I told you, we just started going back into the office. So if you're not familiar with Microsoft Teams, Teams is basically it's like Zoom. It is a video conferencing platform, and my plant that I manage is actually out in California. So I'm in Chicago, they're in California. So we have meetings through this platform all the time. So it's like I'm sitting in my cubicle at my desk, but I'm on a meeting. And, like, if I'm on a meeting, it's very obvious that I'm on a meeting. And, like, everyone across our business uses Teams, so it's not like she's never seen that before. Like, I have been on a meeting where she has also been on Teams, so I know she knows what it looks like, you know. And also, like, you can see, like, people have their cameras on too, so you can see people on the screen, like, that you're talking to. So it's very much like, it's very obvious. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, this lady, our very first week back in the office on Thursday, she stops by my desk and I'm in a meeting. Well, she taps me on my shoulder and I'm in a meeting. Like, I have headphones, like I have a headset on that's pretty large, like, and it has like a little microphone that comes down, you know, across my face. Like, it's a full-on headset, microphone. I have my camera on, Teams meeting, like, legit. She walks up to my cube and asks me if I'm in a meeting, to which I kindly reply, yes, I'm in a meeting. Can you come back later? To which she continues to stand there and talk to me and tell me that she wants me to come by her desk and visit. Well, I was so ticked off and I was being petty that I did not go back to her desk and visit her, because I was like, why would you interrupt me? And I was like, I need to cool down. I'll go visit her next week. Well, sure enough, I was busy and I didn't get a chance to go to her desk and visit her because she's on like she's on the same floor as me, but in a very different like part of the business that I don't really need to go near most of the time. It's like, it's not even like on my way to anything. So it's just, you know, I'm living my life. And I'm at my desk and I'm in another meeting, you guys. I'm in a meeting. She does it again. She does it again. And I was just like, and everyone around me was like, just, they're all looking at me and they're just like, what is going on? Like, it just shocked me, you know, because I don't know. I'm so used to like people kind of knowing office etiquette that I'm like, I don't know if she's never been in an office before or she's just not thinking. But like, she interrupted me during the meeting again. And the real kicker is I was actually speaking. Like, I was talking and addressing everyone in this meeting, like speaking in my microphone. And she comes up and taps me on the shoulder and asks me if I'm in a meeting again. And I tell her, I am in a meeting. Can you come back later, please? And she proceeds to introduce herself to me as though I've never met her before and tell me to come by and visit her. And I'm telling you right now, I was so angry again that I didn't do it. But why? Why are people like that? Like, do you have any people, like if you work in an office setting or even if you don't, do you have any people at your work that just like do not understand like common courtesy? I don't know. Like, I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, that's that story. I don't know. That is about my story for work though. Like, I don't want to talk about work all the time, but anyway, so going back to our weather situation, by Saturday, it had cooled down like a lot. And we got like a cold front to come through. So this cold front ended up being, and Saturday was the Cubs game that we went to. So I was actually really grateful it wasn't going to be, 100 degrees for the Cubs game. So I'm like, yay, it's going to be nice. And then, and of course, we very purposely got tickets in the shade so that we weren't, dying of heat and sitting in the sun all day. Well, it turns out that it was only like 66 degrees on Saturday. And when it's 66 degrees and there's a pretty fair breeze and you are in the shade, it's cold. Like, it felt very cold. And I was like, can we just could we not have like a 75 and sunny? Like, could we just not get that for like, I don't know, 3 days a year? Like, that would be really nice. Yeah, so we were freezing our butts off. And I had the wherewithal before we left to bring like a long sleeved, like a kind of it's not really a jacket. It's just like a little North Face, like fleece, like, but it's small, you know, like not small in size, but it's thin, you know, it wasn't super protective. And I was still freezing, even with that on. Yeah, it was crazy. But the Cubs won, so the game was good. And we had a good time, you know, everything went off without a hitch. You know, we had our dim sum for breakfast, and then or brunch, I guess. And then we went to a restaurant in Chinatown called Joy Yi, and they got some good stuff. I had some leftovers because I couldn't eat it all. It was so much food. They have smoothies there too, and you know I got one. So good. Strawberry banana is my favorite. I just love them. But yeah, so it was a good day overall, no matter what. But so here we go again. My video did just stop on me again at 16 minutes, and I don't know why. I have plenty of space. Anyway, I actually noticed it this time. But yeah, I was saying that whenever we meet his parents, we take the red line from Chinatown straight to Wrigleyville, where Wrigley Field is. And man, I haven't, you know, been on a train here in the, you know, a subway train, elevated train, the L here in Chicago. I haven't been on that in a while. And it just like, I had this moment when I was on the train of just being like, oh my gosh, like I cannot believe, like I used to ride trains and buses everywhere I went. Like when I first moved to Chicago, I did not have a car for the first like 2 years I was here. I left my car in South Carolina just because I didn't know how to drive in the city. Like I was just not comfortable, you know, not comfortable parallel parking and all that stuff, and didn't have a place to, you know, put my car. So I didn't even, you know, I was just like, I'm not even going to bring it. So it just like made me realize like how far I'd come in the time that I've been here, just from like, you know, even just from like not having a car, just to like, you know, living in really dinky, crappy apartments for like a really long time. Yeah, like I lived in some real crappy places, y'all. So it, like when I met David, even like 2018, the apartment that I was living in was quite literally 400 square feet. And if you're not familiar with square footage, like imagine a room that's 20 feet by 20 feet. And that's how big my entire apartment was. There was like a bedroom, a living room, a bathroom, and a kitchen, and that's it. But it was literally just under 400 square feet. So it was very small. I had no space for anything. And like, you know, now I'm living in a home where we have extra bedrooms we don't know what to do with. And it's like, wow, like life really does change over time, and like having patience to get through some, you know, times in your life that are hard, like it's all worth it, and it's all going to be okay in the end. So if you are like I ever was, and you're struggling through whatever it is you're struggling through right now, just know that this too shall pass. That's some of the best advice I think I've ever been given is, you know, this too shall pass. It's amazing how life has its seasons, and, you know, the right things come at the right time. I don't know. It just like, I kind of like put that into perspective while we were on the train of just like, wow, it's like amazing to see. Like, this used to be my everyday life. And now it's just like, oh, it's kind of fun to ride the train. Like, I don't know. It's amazing to see how that perspective has changed. And to put into perspective that there are people out there, this is their life. Like, they have to ride the train every day. And I just put things into perspective to have compassion for people, and, you know, when they're late for things, like, they can't help it because the train schedule is what it is, you know? Anyway, I don't know. that was just my little tidbit of life advice, I guess, for the day. That, you know, for everything there is a season. This too shall pass. You just never know. You never know what life's going to bring you. And sometimes it's beautiful and sometimes it's heartbreak, and you just never know, you know? So just got to kind of live it a day at a time and see what happens next. But anyway, so, and speaking of that, you know, you just kind of never know how you're going to feel day to day. And I'll tell you, on Sunday, I was like real stressy and depressy. I don't know. I have what I call them stressy and depressy days. And sometimes they just get me, man. And I don't know what happens. Sometimes I just get kind of sad and I get kind of down. And I have days where I'm just like, I cannot function like a normal human being today. I don't have it in me. And you know, David is always very understanding of those days, which is nice. And he said, hey, why don't I go do the grocery shopping today and you can just kind of relax. And I was like, that would be amazing. And he's great. Like, he knows, like, we go grocery shopping together every day or every week. So he knows exactly what to get. And he knows, you know, we just put together, before he left, we put together a little plan of like what we wanted to make and then what he should buy. And he knows, you know, every week if I buy a particular brand of something, like, he knows what those are, and he doesn't, you know, he can hold his own at the grocery store, which I love. So he was very kind and went and did that for me. And we have, like, every year we have health screenings at work. And last year I did a health screening, and it turned out that I was super, super low in vitamin D. And I mean, like, you're supposed to be 30 or above on like their little rating scale, whatever that rating is. And I was a 9 point something, which I mean, like, everyone in Chicago is low on vitamin D because we don't get enough UV to produce it here. So, yeah, anyway, so I was really low on it. So, I was like, you know, I need to make it kind of a goal this summer to get out in the sun a little bit more. Cause I think, you know, even sometimes that can like really help with depression. And so I did do exactly that. Like, when he left, I just grabbed a towel and I just went outside and I literally put on a t-shirt and a tank top and I laid in the grass outside for 20 minutes. And it felt really good. Like, I mean, it didn't cure my stressy, depressing mood, but, you know, it felt good. So I can't complain, right? Yeah, it was nice. I don't know. So this is your reminder. Go get some sunshine if you haven't yet this summer. But yeah, that was just kind of a nice break. But you know, because I was just not feeling my best, I did not like get any painting done this weekend, like diamond painting. That was just a huge bummer. I don't know. I've not been like in the right frame of mind lately, and I just get really tired, and I don't know, just get really down. But anyways, I didn't get much done, which is a bummer. And I was really hoping to have this kit done by the end of June. And based on the fact that today is the 20th and I'm about halfway, it does not look like that's going to happen. But I was like, maybe some miracle will happen and I will just have more time this week to work on it. Probably not. But I just, like I said, I've been feeling very unmotivated lately. I don't know. Do you ever just get in a slump? I don't know. Are you in a slump now? Like, I feel like usually when the weather gets nicer, like, people are like, oh, I'm so happy. Like, life is great. It's so warm outside. I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway, I was telling you, I kept like kicking this little side table thing. So whenever I film WIP and Chats, I have like my craft room is carpeted, and it is what this bedroom is. So it's carpeted, and this table, like you can see it here, is wiggling. Well, whenever I have my like tripod on it, it just wiggles so much that it would make the viewing experience very unpleasurable for you to watch. So what I had been doing is like, I had this little side table that was just kind of like TV tray, like TV stand. And I had put my little tripod on that for overhead filming off to the side so that I could have it on a separate table that wasn't moving. Well, I literally had this TV tray sitting on top of like a what do you call it? Like a bin, like a Rubbermaid bin, like a Sterlite bin, like a storage bin. And I was like, this like setup is real tacky and I need to do better. So I ended up buying like a little side table that I can lift and put down, and it's got some shelves on it. So I have all of my kits that I have kitted up and all of my WIPs, you know, just kind of organized on this little cart so I can grab them, because I was struggling with like where to put that sort of stuff too. So I don't know, it's been really nice. I like my new setup. It was worth the money I put into it just to kind of enjoy diamond painting a little more, because I was getting real stressed out that my space was getting to be a little like overwhelming. But anyway, so up to the present, that's what I did earlier during my lunch break, was I put this table together, and it only took me like, oh, it took me 45 minutes to put this table together. Usually like building furniture takes forever. We still haven't built David's desk, by the way, but I do think I am going to just save that for my mom and dad, because they love me and they'll put it together for us. But yeah, so we haven't built that yet, but yeah, so I built this little side table. It was very easy, like I said, to put together. But I had a pretty chill day at work today. I was able to get like a bunch of stuff done, and then I think tomorrow is going to be pretty quiet too. Hopefully, we'll see. But I will say Wednesday is going to get crazy again. So on Wednesday, I go back into the office. I still have to figure out what to do for lunches. What do you guys bring for lunch? Like, I don't know. Can you please tell me? Yeah, because I just don't know what to bring. I have stuff to make a sandwich because I'm just like, I just don't know. But after work, I have to go to the dentist. I will save that story for another day. But I have to go to the dentist like every 3 months instead of every 6 like a normal person. And yeah. So if you're watching this and it's been a really long time since you made an appointment and you need to, like, you need to go to the dentist, this is your sign to go do that. Like, do not neglect your dental like hygiene and maintenance, because yeah, I did that for a long time. I got myself in lots of trouble, but now I'm better. I'm much better now. So anyway, like I said, I'll tell that story another time because I have to go make dinner. But so this WIP and Chat might be a little shorter than normal just because I had so many issues filming and kind of had to go back and forth. But I do need to go make some dinner and get going here soon. But what else did I want to share? Oh, so I'm doing the dentist. And then on Thursday, I was saying we had those health screenings where they check your vitamin D. Well, on Thursday, I'm actually going back to another one of those. So it's been a full year since I had my last one. So I have another health screening on Thursday. And then Thursday afternoon, or evening, I should say, one of the gifts that David got for me was a 3-pack of massages. Like, he got that was my wedding gift from him, was a 3-pack of massages. And I actually, I am redeeming my 3rd one on Thursday. So I'm going to get a massage. So that's going to be really nice. I can't wait. It's always so nice. And my masseuse, I guess, has been really great. I really like this place. And it's kind of making me like, having the money for a massage was never something like I put in my budget ever, because that's just like a luxury I could never afford. But it's making me kind of wish I could budget for that, and I might just do it, even if it means I have to buy less diamond paintings, because let me tell you, it's something that's just, I feel is just so worth it. The stress, it just melts away. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it's, if you've never had a massage and you've like always wanted to get one, I highly recommend, you know, saving up a little money and just putting the money toward one. Because, I mean, for the cost of a diamond painting, a really nice diamond painting, you could get a massage. So I do recommend that. Yeah, so I'm redeeming my last one. So it's like, now I have something to do every night this week. I'm like, I'm not going to get any of this diamond painting done. But we should have a pretty chill weekend. We don't have any plans, actually. So I'm hoping I have a little time to make some progress this weekend and hopefully film a couple other videos. But I have a friend is having a little party on Sunday. So we'll probably drop into that for a little bit. Yeah, that's what we got going on. Yeah, that's about everything, you know. But I hope you have a great week. And what are the questions that I asked you about? I know I asked if you ever get in a slump. We talked about pizza a lot. Not pizza, but food. I was talking about the Mexican pizza, or like, are you the type of person who can eat the same thing every day? Because I'm very much not. Oh yeah, like the work thing. Do you have like people that you work with who don't understand, you know, common decency? Like, do you have anybody that you work with who's just like kind of rude and doesn't realize they're being that way? Yeah, what else? Are you in a slump like me? Like, have you been kind of stressy and depressy? Like, I know a lot of people have seasonal effectiveness, but I feel like I'm almost the other way. When it gets hot, I'm miserable. I wonder if that might be a part of it. I don't know. I'm very curious. But yeah, do you feel that way? Anyway, I will probably go ahead and end this here. Even though I didn't finish this color, just to kind of recap, I finished all of the black color blocking down here, and I finished all of this symbol here, this medium pink. There's a super light pink that there were a couple over here that I did, and then this dark pink I am still working on, and it is this little, I call this symbol the pregnant stick because somebody called it that on a Facebook group once, and I'll never forget it. But yeah, so I am hoping that tonight after dinner I can just kind of sit down for a few hours and knock this section out so I can at least feel like I got to the halfway point of this painting. I kind of wanted to take a break from this one at the halfway point and go back over to that Starry Night kit and see if I can salvage it since I had my little mishap. I do think it's salvageable. I was trying to find the Diamond Dots glue and I couldn't find it at my local Joann Fabrics, but I did find this. And this, there's 3 different what do you call it, adhesives in here. And this one permanently bonds like plastic, metal, glass beads to fabric, and it's like a fabric canvas. So I think that the middle option on this pack is gonna work. Because it's really like, it's literally like the section of like maybe six, like a clump of 6 like drills that like wide that I lost some of the glue tackiness on. So I think it's gonna work. I just want to make sure that I salvage it in a way that like isn't gonna show that glue and you're not gonna be able to tell. Because if you can tell, then I am totally just gonna buy a whole new kit and just forget it. Like, but we'll see. We shall see. So, oh, I have so many WIPs right now. That's something I'm curious. How many WIPs do you have going right now? Because I used to be like, I will only have 1 WIP. I don't want more than 1 happening at a time. And right now, including the 2 kits that I'm adding to the mix for the beginner videos I've been filming, I have those 2, and then regular WIPs, I have 4. So I have like 6 kits kitted up right now that I am almost actively working on. I haven't gotten to Hufflepuff because I was trying to finish this before Hufflepuff, but anyway, I'm overwhelmed because, and I did it to myself, but this is also your reminder that when you are done with your diamond painting, don't be stupid like me and make sure that you cover the section that you were working on, like cover it back up, whether it's with a piece of the plastic or release paper or whatever. Cover that ish back up so that you don't set something stupid on it like I do. Anyway, or like I did. I should say did. Past tense. No more stupid me. Anyway, I will come back and finish this after dinner. Hopefully get a little more done tonight. But it was lovely hanging out with you guys. And I hope you have just a great rest of your day and a great week. And I will see you next week. Bye.